Welcome to the In-Season Podcast, rated R for language.
None of us are doctors or neurologists. Things you're about to hear are opinions of people living with epilepsy or seizures. These are first-hand experiences. Epilepsy can cause speech problems, and medications are hard to pronounce, so please bear with me. Epilepsy can cause bad memory, so some stories will be repeated. I'm Pookie. Get ready.
If you weren't here, where would you be?
I'd be sitting in my chair alone.
All right, good to go. Well, thank you so much for being here with us.
That's the most honest. That's where I'd be, in the same place,
always love
but
your
I'd be
honesty.
alone. Yeah, you know, I can't think
And a
of
big hello
any.
to everybody else.
Oh, is everybody here? Hello.
Yeah, we got a full room real quick today.
Wait, I apologize if I don't remember and if they've been with us before, but Melancholy Creature, I don't know if we've talked before. Are you new? I don't know.
I have been here and lurked before, but
Got it.
under another name.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So this is the
Welcome
name I
back.
use online, so I figured I would put it on here. So
But we'll just guess what your other name was.
I'll probably tell you at some point. I'm just
Fine.
really
You
shy.
don't need
so
to. You don't need to. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I probably just will because that's how I am, and I wind up just talking too much.
That's okay. It's nice to have you.
It's nice to be around people because I haven't been around people in a very long time.
Well, thank you for joining us.
I'm glad I found you.
Yeah. Well, okay. So if I were not here, I would be downstairs in my office working. It's busy season for me. I prepare I do tax returns, and it's crunch time. I was very sick. I was on bed rest. I was not able to work for 3 months, and I have a lot of work to do. But I'm very happy to be here.
If I wasn't here, I would be sitting down on my phone in the kitchen while breakfast is being finished up.
There we go. Oh, that's right. It is it's actually only noon over there. Oh, imagine that. So what'd you guys have for breakfast today?
It is not the fanciest, but it's a egg frittata with cheese and beef stir fry from last night. And it doesn't sound good, but it is good. My
That's like
kids
a
like it.
3-course meal. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Just trying to throw everything into one thing so it makes it easier, you know.
Oh yeah, we don't believe in leftovers either.
Exactly.
Throwing out food anyway. All right, Brennan, how about you? If you were not here, where would you be?
If I was not here, I'd probably be at the soccer field, or I would, if we're talking just not on the stream right now, I'd probably still be sitting right here on my couch, just with the TV on. It wouldn't really have changed because my laptop wouldn't have opened. And for breakfast, I didn't have breakfast. I ate lunch and I made mashed potatoes, sauteed broccoli and mushrooms with a fried vegan chicken patty and gravy. Yeah, I made a
That
big
sounds
old one.
so good.
It was really good.
You
And
guys
I
are
miss mashed
fancy.
potatoes.
It was good enough that I walked back from the bathroom, and there was a little bit left in the bowl, and Mr. Man here was licking some mashed potatoes. And none of it was meat and none of it was dairy, but he wanted some of it.
Brandon, you're eating a pepper today, aren't you?
What was that? Oh,
You're eating a pepper today.
that's right. That's going to happen today. I
What
know.
time are you doing that? I have to make sure to
I
wake up and see that.
I wasn't gonna schedule a time. I was just gonna see when we had like a good amount of people on and be like, all right, who wants to see me do it? I'm gonna eat this like a bite of this Carolina Reaper. Oh
So
yeah,
this is like
Jocelyn.
a super hot pepper.
Well, so I'm gonna let Mark take over because he's the one who grew them and sent them to me. So
Yeah, well, there's a whole medley that's available to him. I don't know which one he's gonna
I'm gonna do
pick.
the Carolina Reaper. I
There, I
know.
don't, I there weren't Carolina Reapers. There were Ghosts
What? I thought
and
that
Dorset Naga.
I
The
thought they were
red
Reapers also.
the red guys with the bumps, the gnarly mean bumps, or
I'm
there's
sorry, bud.
longer ones which
Sorry, you're
are
on my lap, but
Boot Jolokia, and then there's shorter ones which are Naga Amoric or Moric, which
And
was
then do
then
you, sorry.
selectively bred by a breeder in Dorset, England to I think it has a quicker, shorter growing season. But the Dorset Naga
when was this?
was temporarily that's a that's the ghost. Yeah.
Oh, when
Wow.
I
There's a
when I
couple
used the when I used
that
the
are a
Google
little
AI
shiny.
lens, like to take a picture and like check what it was, it said it was a Carolina Reaper.
Mine
AI
too.
I
is
mean,
wrong a lot.
maybe it's
Apparently,
it's um it's I don't know. The AI is not really particularly accurate with a lot of those. The is it
how
mushy?
about this? It,
If it's gotten mushy, then it
well, it's
might.
frozen. It was frozen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It
I
is a
mean
little
that one.
mushy, but it
There's
was frozen.
there's the other ones there were two there like the
This is what
ghosts
I'm gonna
were like
eat.
that big, and then there were a couple that were shorter that were the Dorset Naga, and the Dorset Naga replaced the ghost as the Guinness record holder, but then was replaced by the Reaper. So they're all
All right.
kind of, I
Well,
mean,
well, I'm gonna eat this.
okay.
And there are seeds in it?
There is a few seeds in there. Yes.
Yeah.
And then do you have anything like milk or bread? And
Yeah, I
Yes.
was gonna ask like
I'm
what
not
is
gonna
it
do it right
going
this
to
second.
do?
I'm letting it
Yeah.
thaw.
Yeah.
no, I'm just curious. Like I am a weenie when it comes to spicy. So like
I mean,
I would have to,
you're all gonna watch me like watch my face melt. So
okay, but like did you touched
We're
it with your
gonna see
fingers.
a
Like
grown man
I got
cry.
jalapeno in my eyes once at a bar eating like tater tot nachos and I got the jalapeno juice in my eyes and they didn't have we had to Google what to do. It hurt so bad. And the Google said to put milk in your eyes. There was no milk, there was half and half. So we poured half and half in my eyeballs and it worked. So
The half and half would be even better than the milk. It's the fat in the liquid that
it worked.
helps to
Mark,
remove the
So do not touch your eyeballs.
no, I didn't. I just licked my fingers because I wanted to get the heat. Also, I'm gonna I'm prepping with peach ghost pepper
God.
sauce.
okay. Very nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, gotta love the prep with that.
And proceeds to
So
walk
That
off
was like a
camera
little
so
bit
we
of a,
don't see
oh,
his
like he
reaction to
gagged a
it.
little.
oh, it's
Um,
yummy. He's used to it. He likes it.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
him enjoying it.
You build up a tolerance to
Oh, you
these
do?
things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and prep the
Yeah.
palate, and that's a good idea.
Wow.
So Jeff,
Yeah.
now, did we ask you already where would you be if you weren't here?
Yes, you asked me first.
Okay. So the
And I
next thing I
told you
wanted to
right
tell you
here.
about. Okay, perfect. And I did drop something for you in that tip jar chat. So if you get a chance to check that out before you take a nap, that'd be good.
Okay. Well, I can't take a
Just wanted to
nap
let you
until
know.
Brandon eats the pepper.
Oh, that's gonna keep you up, huh?
It's gonna have to.
Okay, well, anyway, just wanted to drop that in there and let you know how much that we all appreciate you. Been thinking about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next person
All
to
right.
ask if you're okay with it is Melancholy Creature.
Let me see. I would probably be sitting right here, fiddling around on my phone or knitting. That's about the excitement. I need to be figuring out dinner, but I keep putting that off too.
What do you knit?
Absolutely.
Did you say something else? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to ask, what do you knit?
Oh, I'm knitting a sock right now.
I love knitting socks. Do you do the four double-ended needles?
No, I hate double points.
They're hard.
Yes, I hate double pointed needles. I have small circs.
Ah, nice. Yeah, okay. Socks
So,
are the best because they're short projects.
yeah, and they're honestly, it's only my third or fourth pair of socks that I've ever made,
Yeah.
but I started knitting because I started having seizures in 2019. It was August, and then COVID hit. So I was stuck at home, and then everyone was stuck at home. And, YouTube taught me how to knit with everyone. So I figured I would do something. And everyone for a million miles got dish rags that year, I think. And then I decided I got to make something more exciting than dish rags, and I moved on to socks, but they're a little more complicated.
They're very complicated and they're also really a great gift to give.
Yeah, my mom loves them.
Yeah, and especially people who are in a cold climate, they always need warm socks. My mom loved getting socks from me when I was knitting.
Hmm. You don't knit anymore?
No, I mean I did for a while. I started making blankets because there was a lot longer project. I tried doing sweaters and I hated doing the gauge. I just hated it. And so I ended up never being able, well, there was only one time where I did the gauge and I finally made a sweater that was the correct size. Before I did the gauge, sweaters would turn out huge. And I only made them for my mom, and she could never wear them because they were way too big. And she swore she would wear them. She'd roll the sleeves up, and they would also hang down to her knees. So
That's my
I
next project is a sweater.
do the gauge. Do not be lazy like
Oh,
me. Do the gauge.
I will. I gauge for my socks too, so
Good for you. I never did because who cares if socks are big? My things always turned out big. So I cross stitch now. So I cross stitch. I started knitting 30 years ago. I'm very old.
I have my grandma's knitting books, so
Yeah, yeah. So I cross stitch. I'll probably go back to knitting eventually, but sorry, we're boring you now. See, I've gotten us all into the weeds.
That's perfect, though. We'd love learning more about each other and especially the encouragement of being able to indulge in a hobby, that you enjoy. It definitely is the right
During the
message.
pandemic, I got into jigsaw puzzles. I'm totally into jigsaw puzzles. I love them.
I used to do them all the time, but I had to quit doing them because my neck, I can't sit there and lean over a jigsaw puzzle like that. I can sit in a
Well,
chair with my knitting better.
you can get there's a solution for that. You can get a little table that tilts up, and I haven't bought one yet, but you can get a thing that you can get a little table to sit on your table. It tilts up, and there's felt on it so the pieces won't fall off. I have a cat, and so when I put my jigsaw puzzle on the table, she picks the pieces up and carries them away, or she bats them around. So I had to get this thing to put, like, I would cover the puzzle up, she would still pick the pieces up, but I got this puzzle saver thing. You lay the puzzle out on it and you fold these big, a piece of plastic over it, and that's fine. But you can get a thing to tilt up so you save your neck.
And they come on a Lazy Susan and everything. So when you do these big puzzles, you can turn it. Yes. I'm into those too.
You can even get a table specifically for puzzles where there's drawers to do the sorting. I mean, people are into jigsaw puzzles. Yeah.
And
They've been
there's
around
accessories
forever.
for days.
Oh, absolutely.
So melancholy, another thing that we usually ask our first-time visitors is, when was your last seizure? When were you
A month
diagnosed and
ago.
what medications are you on? Sorry?
I had my last seizure was a month ago. It was really, really bad. My first seizure was August of 2019. My official diagnosis was May of the next year, and I'm on 4 flipping meds right now. Zonisamide, lamotrigine, Xcopri, and oxcarbazepine, like ridiculously high amounts of all of them.
Are they weaning you off of one to switch on to the other?
No, I'm
Oh wow, so
current.
this is a consistent schedule.
Yeah, yeah, this is I'm here and I've been here for a while, but my life keeps exploding. I was getting ready to have a referral from my epileptologist to a surgery center to be evaluated for surgery and stuff back the end of last year, first of the year, something like that. And then while we were waiting on the referral, my partner passed away. So now I basically had to put the brakes on that. And I was like, I can't deal with that right now. So I'm just on meds until life settles down. But at the same time, like life's not settling down because I'm having to completely rely on my mom, who I cannot stand to be around for 5 minutes. So, yippee.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like, once again, nothing ever goes to plan, especially when it comes to treatment. Did they
Right.
give you any good news when it comes to surgery, though? Kind of a goal?
I have to go and get evaluated. That's the whole thing. And the place where I have to go to be evaluated is I have to do basically I have to transfer to those doctors because I'm on I was originally with a regular neurologist, and then they moved me to an epileptologist, and now they're going to move me to, I think I'm at a level, what is it? They got like a level 3 to what do they go to? A level 5?
I think four is the most
Is
reputable
it
one I've heard of.
4 is the highest? I don't
I think so.
remember. Anyway, I know that the one in Kansas City, I'm in Wichita, Kansas. And the one in Kansas City is where they want to refer me, and I'm in Wichita. So I'm at the like a level 3, and they want to send me to the level 4 in Kansas City because they can do surgery. But that's gonna mean 3-hour drive back and forth to doctors all the time. And the only person that has time to drive me is my mom.
Any family to go along with?
Nope.
That's exactly the situation I was in, driving 3 hours back and forth for pre-surgery, and the first 2 years after the RNS was in, yeah, like every other month.
Oh, and not even that. Like, I don't even want to tell her anything about what's going on. She doesn't even know what meds I'm on. She's never been around me when I have a seizure. She knows nothing. I try to keep her out of my life as much as possible. And since he died, I can't. So, but now it's like I have to. But I was a week away from getting my driver's license back, and I had a seizure.
Oh, okay. So is driving still in the cards, you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's happened
So
3 times now, so I don't think so.
yeah, so I mean that would involve getting a medical
I
professional to agree that you're capable of driving, right?
right. I don't even know that I don't know that I feel comfortable at this point.
Yeah, no, I mean definitely trust your intuition on when it comes to that, especially safety. Well, glad you're definitely making some progress. I mean, you definitely have a lot of opportunities to work towards, and as far as the transportation goes, I guess we can be grateful that she is stepping up. If she'd be willing
Oh
to
yeah,
take that trip.
I'm very happy I have her.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. And
we've
I
got a
mean,
lot
during
to
during
work.
grief though, everything that's going on, that's definitely a lot to handle.
Yeah, it's just our relationship's never been good, and then this on top of it's just not helping. So it's complicated right now. It's just nice to find a group of people that kind of understand all of the things that I'm going through, because there's nobody in my life at all that has even remotely a clue of a small part of, like, the last seizure I had, I spent 2 days in bed afterwards, and I was home alone when it happened.
So, I mean, as far as first aid goes, have you ever been interested in at least having a camera or one of those devices that'll alert somebody you tell it, that it's programmed to?
I don't know that we haven't come across anything that would really work for my seizures, because
Yeah, that's definitely another kind of hit or miss situation. But I mean, thanks for coming by. Thanks for joining for that reason. That's what keeps a lot of us coming back because there's just
right,
nobody
it's
else who
nice to
really gets
hear.
it.
It's just nice to hear other people's stories.
Yeah.
So
So here we are with the first one today, green tea epilepsy. Anybody here that can't take coffee because seizures and tried green tea? What did you notice? They say green tea is good for someone with epilepsy, but some say green tea has caffeine. What's your experience? I was one of the ones who liked green tea for a while, but chose to stop drinking it because I was having more seizures and came to the conclusion that maybe it was the caffeine. I was not drinking any kind of organic, like good for you kind of green tea. It was just an off the shelf. I'm sure there was more preservatives than anything in it and sugar. But yeah, I'm probably one of the ones who does better without green tea. What about you guys?
I've never really drank it.
Never did green tea. I was doing like a lot of espresso, but then I had to cut that out because too much caffeine.
Yeah, caffeine will definitely start causing more seizures. What about you, Jocelyn?
I didn't realize that caffeine wasn't good for us. Um, I don't
It
really
seems
like
it
the,
seems like it's a trigger for some, lowers threshold.
yeah.
It's the overstimulation of the brain that can
Oh.
cause seizures.
Well, so I mean, when I had my CSF leak, I was supposed to drink caffeine because it produced more CSF fluid and it reduced headaches. So I was told to drink caffeine. And I'm normally a 1 cup of coffee person a day. Right now I'm on my third cup because I'm just so darn tired. I had to stay up really late and get up early, but normally I'm a 1 cup of coffee person a day. Um, as far as green tea goes, I've never really liked the flavor of it, so I'm just a 1 cup of coffee person. But I do like every once in a while I like having black tea, but I like herbal tea, but there's no caffeine in that. So I didn't know caffeine was a trigger for seizures. That's very interesting. I don't know. I also have a little bit of an update. I thought that I had been diagnosed with epilepsy, but I saw my neurologist this morning and he says it's still just a working theory that we still don't know if my seizures are related to the CSF leak or not. So I'm very confused.
But
I'm
how
very
many
confused.
seizure medications like AEDs and benzos have they got you on?
I'm on topiramate, and that has taken away the focal aware seizures have stopped, but I did have a breakthrough tonic-clonic seizure while on the topiramate, and so then they doubled the topiramate and gave me an emergency seizure medication, which is Klonopin. And so now that my CSF leak has been fixed, um, uh, my neurologist says that after 6 months, he's ready to have me get off of topiramate temporarily so that we can do an EEG, a 24-hour EEG while off the seizure medication to see if it picks up anything on an EEG. And I'm willing to do that too. Because he says that it's just a test to see if there's anything there, to see if any of my focal aware seizures come back, because I was having them twice a week for months, and I think it's a good test. Because I did have an Alice in Wonderland episode after surgery. After surgery, I had a deja vu feeling. It didn't turn into a focal aware seizure. So I think it's a good test. I mean, what do you guys think?
So what's the name of the test? You're not talking about another EEG.
No, no. Yeah, yeah. Just a test.
Oh,
I'll get off of my anti-seizure medication to be clean and then do a 24-hour EEG at home. And then
those
stay off of Topai. I mean, there who knows if it'll pick up anything, but then
exactly.
stay off, and then we'll see what happens. And then he said, and then he said, we'll see if I'll go back on the topiramate or stay off of it to see if my seizures come back, because he's still not sure if the seizures were related to the CSF leak or not. It is extremely, extremely rare to have seizures from a CSF leak. Like, it is almost unheard of. It's almost unheard of. So I'm anyways, I'm a little confused, but I think I really like my neurologist, and I understand that he's because he's not dismissing that I might have epilepsy. He just says we just don't know if it's related to the CSF leak or not.
Sounds like he's trying really, really hard to prove that you don't. Like
I
he really
agree.
doesn't want you to have epilepsy.
I agree with that. I know. I know. I agree. So
So not
I
quite scared of it, but definitely showing that they would rather go with any other conclusion.
I know. And I think that he's just saying, like, listen, it's just strange to have these two rare things happening in the same year. I'm 47 now, but at 46 to all of a sudden get epilepsy and also have this CSF leak happen 3 months later. He's like, how could that be statistically? I get it. That's very, 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 very statistically unusual, but it could happen. So,
Yeah, none of us really fit
yeah.
into a box. Epilepsy
Exactly.
does not seem to be statistically predictable
My
in
my
any
focal
sense.
my focal aware seizures started in June. My CSF leak started dripping out of the nose in August. And I asked him about that, and he said, well, you could have had microscopic drips happening from the CSF leak, and it could have just started coming out of your nose in August, which, sure, I believe. But anyways, it's not like I want to have epilepsy, but we'll see what happens. So, anyways,
Hey, at
that's
least
the
you got
update
something
from
in the
him.
works. Definitely somebody who's managing the treatment.
Yeah, I agree. And he's a smart guy. He's not blowing this off. What I mean by the test being we'll get off of the topiramate and we'll see if I still have seizures. That's the test. And I will have an EEG. But we all know that EEGs don't pick up everything. They rarely find seizure. It's 24 hours. I was having two seizures a week. So we'll see if they pick up a seizure. I have to have a seizure within that 24 hours. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna have lack of I'm gonna purposefully be very tired. I'll see if I can have someone stress me out too. And
No.
maybe I'll have 4 beers.
Oh God.
I don't know. I mean, well, it's going to be at the end of April. We'll see. So, anyways. Hi.
All right, plan it ahead. Welcome, Annie.
Hello, hello. I'm just waiting for my doctor's office to call back. So I might have to skip out quick, but I will be here. But just so you know, I'm in and out, but Brandon didn't eat his pepper yet, did he?
I want to see it too.
Okay. Just checking. I see you're here, Brandon. I see you. Yeah. Those peppers. How's how's our little boy? Oh, that was
You're talking about mine, right?
yes, I am, Kate.
He is doing well. He chose to taste the dish after the pepper was actually cooked. Didn't go back for a second serving. but he came to the conclusion that time, at that time that he likes peppers.
Oh, good. It was just a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, yeah, I'm thinking it was definitely a surprise. And,
Yeah.
once again, have to take responsibility for that one. Mommy should not have left the peppers on the counter.
Hey, we all make mistakes, and sometimes when we make mistakes together, it's just a bigger mistake. Just
He's so tall.
he
He is
is.
so tall now. He can up over the counter in the bowl.
Yeah.
Anyway, icebreaker. If you weren't here, where would you be?
If I weren't here at
Yes.
Universe, I I would still be not, yeah, I would just be on YouTube or watching a movie or outside. And yes, I got the lawn done yesterday before it started raining. Whoa. Yep, without hurting myself. Um, but yeah, I would be outside playing with something or yeah, but I'd rather be here. Um, yeah, I'd rather be here, but I'd be out in the
Well, we're
garden.
definitely happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Amazed that you still can't just hold off on the chores that involve so much manual labor, but
I'm riding a go-kart, Kate. That's all I'm doing. I'm riding a go-kart that has a mower deck with two blades underneath, nowhere near me. It has a kill switch in the seat. Mark, I see you laughing. And okay, and it's a transverse operation motor. So the only thing it'll do is stall when my foot's off the clutch. Because once your foot comes off that clutch, the clutch and the brake are the same clutch, gas, brake, one pedal. Once your foot's off that, it stalls. Or if my ass
don't
comes
you think
off
that
the seat.
momentum could maybe have a negative impact on the limb that you have out of this, out of place right now?
Well, if it happens before surgery, they'll just have a little more work to do. We just talked about that. Kate, you're getting to know me very well. Yes, and we all have sympathy for my adult children. But yeah, I just finished that interview with the nurse for the pre-surgical stuff. And she said, she's looking at it. She said, he just keeps adding things. Do you know what he's doing to your shoulder? And I said, well, he hasn't said anything, but I'm anticipating this may go from scope to open. And she said, okay, I don't have to explain that. And I'm probably going to either get donor or synthetic tendon. Okay. All right, we're good. So she said, that just saved me 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay, so I I get it. And if I make it worse, I literally can't. I literally cannot make this shoulder any worse than it is. So, you know, they're going to anchor the cartilage back down, reattach the tendons, replace what they have to. So if I wreck it now, they'll just need a few more parts. I'm going in the shop next Wednesday. So what if my battery dies? I mean, I'll be fine, right? Right, Mark? Right? You know it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just making a connection now to the like comedy show on Netflix about the mechanic shop. I think it's called Tires, and they're just
Okay.
like it's you always say when the customer's in here, go and try to upsell them, say, well, we've got your car up on the lift. Why don't we just take care of this and that, while we're at it? Just
Yep.
add to the list.
Hey, while we got the car there, while I'm there, do you think you could,
Yeah.
and we actually, he made me understand that. He said, you're probably going to be carrying your arm by the time you get to surgery. And I can't guarantee that this is going to be as simple as I'm expecting. So, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so do I have restrictions? And this was in June. and he said, "You cannot make this worse unless you break a bone. And no, you can't make this worse. I can fix this." And I said, "So what if I break a bone? I can fix that." And I just looked at him and I said, "Oh no. Um, yeah, you shouldn't have said that to me because I have things I want to do that I probably shouldn't." He said, "Oh no, just your body will tell you when you can't. And that's up to you if you want to go to that, if you want that to happen." And I crafted a sling after all of this because I was in so much pain. And I'm like, I can't carry my arm around. So I have I think it's called a stretch strap. It's, just this thing with these loops that I use to like stretch my hamstrings, I use it's, yeah, physical fitness thing. And I discovered that it's a perfect sling for me right now. So I can breathe.
Are
And
you right-handed?
yes,
Oh, that
yeah,
makes it hard to do things.
yeah. And the worst I've ever had on my right arm is carpal tunnel. My
Oh,
left shoulder, I've had this happen, but not this bad. Um, so that's why I look at it that way, guys. I can't make it any worse, Kate. I could, but I'm going in the shop and we'll just fix it. You know, good.
I love your logic. Can't argue.
have
Okay,
them
thank
give you
you.
a
No
pedicure
point
while
in
you're there.
arguing it.
Oh, I did that because I know I won't be able to. I clipped my nails. I did all those things. I'm like, okay, what else can I do? And putting my arm in a sling, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I'm not. Oh, here I thought I was worried about lighting my lighter. I can't cash out my bowl. I can't
Oh,
pack my bowl.
are you, and will you be in a cast too?
I don't think so. Probably a binder sling for a
I
week.
mean, I broke an elbow at one point, my right arm. It was hard to pull up my pants.
Yeah. Well, I'm having trouble with that too. And I'm chubble. So it's like I'm finally seeing a different number on the scale, which is very significant to me, almost 20 pounds. So it's a little bit easier, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the classic call us when you can't pull your pants up anymore
yeah.
and we'll know you need surgery. I didn't
Oh,
wait that
wow.
long because I knew. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there goes my bicep tendon. We were just sitting watching a movie and I was just massaging. I know, Kate, stop. And and I'm just rubbing it and I felt this sensation. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm like, oh that and I knew it was my bicep tendon because I felt my bicep just curl up. I'm like, oh, there's one. And then the doctor did the other one. There's two bicep tendons, and neither one of them are attached right now. And that's been for quite a while. So I can't make it worse. So why not mow the lawn? I might even put the dethatcher on the back of my go-kart and
Can
dethatch my
you
lawn.
raise your I mean, I don't want you to show me, but are you even able to raise your arm?
I can. It's uncomfortable. It's bringing it back down.
Okay.
That's the problem. Or reaching behind me, pushing against anything, pulling, putting any pressure on the joint, like pushing, pulling, lifting. I can still do a lot of things, but certain movements are very painful. But depending on what's hurting, putting my arms up can help. And then it's just carefully bringing it down. Um, but
And do you live by yourself?
I live with my daughter,
Okay.
my oldest daughter, and yes, send her love vibes and
Yeah.
grateful vibes.
So she can help you with things around the house. And
Somewhat. She's very
yeah.
If Anne
busy.
will let her.
Yeah, that's the other
Well,
thing.
I know because seem very independent.
Yeah, I forget to ask for help, and it's just easier to humble myself and
Yeah.
say, I just need you to take this laundry downstairs. I can do the rest. And it's just up and down the stairs. I do need help. And not just
Well, you
because of my
can't
shoulder.
carry things.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Yeah,
do it if I can do it, but
sure.
I also have spinal issues.
Oh,
So I
God.
can't trust my legs just carrying up a laundry basket. So I have to be careful. But I was doing it like they're called step ups. Like when you're weight training, you're stepping up and lifting a
Yeah.
weight that's how I've been doing, bringing my laundry basket up
Well,
because, yeah,
and there's always workarounds, like you put it in a laundry bag and then you pull it up with the string, or you put it on your good shoulder. I mean,
yep.
I'm independent too, and I live alone, and I find workarounds.
Exactly. Like this. This was, I'm like,
Yeah.
I just can't stand it. My entire core was guarding that shoulder. And it was starting to make it really hard to breathe because the muscles around my ribs were so tight. And I'm like, oh no, I've had enough of this. I had to support my shoulder enough to get that guarding to back off because I don't know if you guys have ever had problems with the muscles that support your spine, known as your erectors and deepest abdominal muscles. When those get spastic, it's very difficult to breathe because your rib cage is being squeezed, you're being pulled down against your diaphragm. And I'm like, that's it, I've had enough. So as soon as I got my arm up in something, I was like, oh, within an hour, I have so much more energy than I've had. So it's like, yeah, I feel a little better. But I'm getting really nervous now, waiting for, waiting for the doctor's office to call back, get the rest of the details, tell me to stop smoking, you know, all that fun. But yeah.
You can totally do it.
Oh yeah.
You're
And
gonna
it's
do it.
I was thinking about that workaround. It's funny because we were talking about weightlifting workarounds because my daughter is a certified personal trainer. She actually went to school for it. So um she was telling me somebody she knows, her husband is an engineer and he found workarounds in the gym where he found a way to strap on uh, a 12 by probably 3 foot, 12-inch by 3 foot board, like a piece of shelf on his chest, so that when he does whatever those presses are, when you're laying down, he doesn't need a spotter because it'll distribute the weight and tip the bar off of him without hurting him. And I'm like, yeah, I would use a chain hoist. I would use a chain hoist. Just yeah, but that's kind of clever, you know. So I'm like, all right, let's see what I can invent. So I went on the creativity, pulled my bag of tricks out. But amazing that they didn't put me in a sling or tell me to do this. Yeah, but it'll be better.
Well, once again, credit to your creativity for sure.
Yeah, right. I'm like, hey, that's it's not comfortable, but it's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Yeah.
Whatever works for you, that's what's important. Another
Yeah.
one here is how long do your focal aware or autonomic seizures last? How do you feel afterwards? Just looking for support. It's been an exhausting month. Once a week, impending doom, horrible nausea, high heart rate, shaking profusely, and worried about being out in public now. This one, I think, used to be shorter. The confusion now seems like it maybe lasts a little longer, but the actual like physical shaking and whatnot doesn't last as more than like 2 or 3 minutes for me now. What about you?
Well, mine. Oh, sorry. You can go, Brandon. No, okay. Well, mine, I had to get the deja vu feeling, stomach drop, nausea. Sometimes I get a hot flash, and then Like the seizure part was like I couldn't understand vocal words, I couldn't understand written words, or I couldn't get like words out of my mouth. And then it would last like 30 seconds to a minute. And then sometimes I would get like kind of like racing thoughts in my head, or like repeated like disturbing thoughts going through my head. Like and that was strange. But then once it was over, and I would just go back to normal. So I didn't have any after effects from them. It was like it would last a minute, 1 to 3 minutes. I would feel nauseous. Sometimes I would feel like I was gonna throw up, and then afterwards I would be back to normal. So that's how they were for me.
Okay. And did that stay consistent or did that kind of change after years of having?
Well, no, I didn't have, I had them for under a year until I got on the Topamax and they stopped them. And so they were fairly pretty consistent in the symptoms and the effects. They were pretty darn consistent. Yeah. It was same type of thing, just progressively getting worse. And then I had the uh tonic-clonic seizures. I had 3 of them, but in between the tonic-clonics, I was having these focal aware seizures up to 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. Glad they're a little more well managed. What's up, Brennan?
Uh, timing wise, I'm right there with Jocelyn. Yeah. Uh, mine show a little differently though. For me, I get it's like sort of my whole body kind of tenses up. Um, and I get these like sort of like neck jerks because my body is like tensing so hard. Um, and it's basically like that'll happen, but also it, just don't talk to me for the moment. I'm not doing great. And then occasionally mine will come off like I'm just very confused. I need to just sit, but also don't ask me any actual questions. But again, 1 to 3 minutes usually. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's a. I feel like safe number for us when we're having small numbers like that or small seizures like that. Like 1 to 3 minutes is. It's like okay, we can get through this.
Well, and I was looking through my notes also, and I definitely had moments of confusion, like when I was having the seizure, like definitely like when I couldn't talk, and afterwards I just had diminished brain capacity, I would say, like
It
just a little bit of confusion. Yeah.
basically all you can respond with is I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yes, like just
Okay.
like
I'm
okay, I'll be
okay.
okay in a minute.
Yep. We all
I'll
know
be
that.
okay.
We all
Yeah.
know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I'm
throw in.
glad I'm not passing out.
Yeah, I've got the and I don't even know I'm saying it because other people will tell me. It's like, oh hey, bye Jeff, hi Jeff, bye Jeff. Um, is
We'll
give
And
me a
post
Mr.
it
minute.
before the
Pepper eating.
pepper.
It's like give me a minute. I can say that in the just before I have a tonic clonic. Give me a minute. So yeah, you guys have your seizure sayings like that. Like I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm okay. Give me a minute.
And then family starts asking you questions that you can only answer if you're actually there, and that's usually where I fail.
The amazing thing to
What
me is
year
that
is it? Stuff like
I
that. Yeah.
I was having these focal aware seizures for months, and I'd like be on FaceTime with my mom, and she'd be like, "Oh, you're having a I'm like, and she'd be like, "Oh, you can't talk. It's okay." And like neither one of us thought, "Go see a neurologist."
They told
So,
me for, I think, 3 years that mine were panic attacks while I
So
was seeing a neurologist and had been diagnosed with epilepsy.
my first nurse practitioner said, "Oh, She ignored the brain glitches and she said, "Oh, those seizure things could be uh, uh migraines. They could be migraines."
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was literally just about to eat the pepper, and
Yay!
and Pookie fucking
No.
what he left. He fucking
Right.
left like 2 seconds. What the hell, man?
Jeff
Jeff.
too.
Jeff left and Toaster wants to be here and she's
You can
picking up.
just eat more.
You can eat more and tell us which one was
No,
hotter.
no, no. This is a
Come on,
one-time
man.
thing. This is
Come
a
on.
one-time thing.
No, his lips might be numb. He might not actually be able to articulate very well after this. So let's
Well,
give it a one and
Well, then
done
if
this
you're gonna
time.
do it later, what time? I'll come back.
I don't know. I
Tough
just
we
it
already
wanted.
out.
got.
I mainly just wanted Pookie and Mark and Kate and Sia to be here. Like, and Jeff too.
And
Uh,
me. I'm kidding. I'm
oh,
kidding.
I'm
All of us.
well.
We're out.
I was gonna say,
I'm just
Jocelyn,
kidding.
I'm glad you're here, but this is technically the first time we've met. I was gonna
I know.
say, oh, I forgot
It's
about
okay.
Annie. Like Annie needs her too.
It's okay.
No,
I'm a
no,
very
How can you
sarcastic.
Cause
ignore
she,
that
no,
face?
well,
Melancholy. I love you.
well, and
Just I
she
hear
saw
your
me
voice.
take a little nibble yesterday.
Annie, I
You,
think that we could be great friends. We're a lot alike,
I
honestly.
know. I swear I gotta find you on Reddit. I think we may have already chatted. But yes, I agree. But Brandon, it is entirely up to you because in our disclaimer, we all understand that this is being recorded. So they can see it later. But we kind of want to see their faces
Yeah.
when you do it. This is for you, bro.
Yeah. Brandon, you do it
So
on your time. It's your mouth that you is gonna have to suffer.
and if you're
Well,
gonna suffer,
We're
technically
I
more of
want
us
you to
have the
see
product,
more
so
faces.
we could get another taste in. Mark, what do you
the,
think?
I mean the plant once it's got all of its ripe fruit picked off of it before they've dropped itself off, it sends a signal to the plant that it didn't actually get its full job of procreation finished out there. So the ghost pepper plant right now is absolutely covered with like gone into a frenzy of blossoms in the past few days. So typically the second harvest that I get from a new plant is the bigger one. So there will be a lot more ghost peppers in a few weeks.
We can do a round two if Brandon's taste buds still exist.
But it's kind of interesting.
I'll be fine.
It's not actually a taste bud thing. The burn of a pepper plant is a result of activating the TAR1 receptors, which are basically the heat pain receptors in the mouth. Um, so it's not like tasting sweet or bitter in the same way that the taste buds do. It is telling all of the tissue in the mouth that it comes in contact with, you are experiencing um, high temperature and pain. And there's a whole group of different capsaicinoids inside of the peppers that can produce varying combinations of these, heat, um, pain. So that's why some of the peppers burn like really far up front and kind of sting more, and others are kind of warm in the back, like the habaneros are kind of a back of the throat warmth. Um, but
Okay, Mark,
yeah,
hear me out here.
uh,
New podcast idea. This is going to be separate. It's called the Hot
yeah.
Pot. All right. And it's all about peppers and weed.
Nice. I like that. I mean, yeah, the pepper plants are good practice to keep, keep my horticulture skills sharp until the hopefully eventual passage of home grow here in the state of Florida. I would like to actually, you know, do my own plants here rather than having to go out to the dispensary. So,
At least you can go to the dispensary.
Mark, did you just do what I think you did? Oh, he did.
Brandon,
Brandon, I'm sorry. But Mark, yes, I'm
You
I
ate
could
it?
sit. We should do a one-on-one. Okay, you and I could sit and listen to you all
No, Brandon has to
day
unmute
long.
right now. We have to hear this. He's gonna sing.
Yes, come on, unmute.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy fuck.
What's the name of that pepper again, Mark? And what kind of
that
heat?
one, I think that one was a ghost pepper, Boot in the
What's your
region's
chaser?
native language, which means it translates literally to ghost pepper.
What's your chaser, bro? Oh,
All right, now
you
just
got
remember,
some
don't
gum?
touch anything else with that hand.
I'm
Are
Yes.
you
crying.
chasing it with vodka?
Don't rub your eyes. Don't rub your eyes or wipe your nose or touch any other skin with that pepper hand.
We're in the universe of Zen right now. We're zenning with you.
I'm crying.
Oh,
Oh.
let
Laughing,
all
crying, we're here
of
for
that
you.
negative energy leave you with that heat.
You are.
Oh, you are so brave.
Yes, you are.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're not laughing at you,
We kind of are.
but we love it. You are
He even turned the
amazing.
camera so we can watch him paint.
I know, I love this. Thank you.
I needed it on film.
You're
Oh,
the best.
holy fucking shit. Oh,
Warriors.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Did she
Those are
just touch
man
your
tears.
face?
Don't touch those tears. You can use a Kleenex or your shirt.
it's
Don't-
starting to pass. I'm gonna
Go
go wash my
wash your
hands, but it's
hands.
starting to pass.
Get under your fingernails too, bro. Do the 2-minute hand wash today. Oh
Sing
my
happy
gosh.
birthday when you wash. That's 20 seconds.
Hey,
Dude, you just outpaced Hot Ones. Okay. I'm so glad this is being recorded.
That was amazing.
That was amazing, bro. And we're watching you.
I'm okay now. My face is completely covered in tears, but I'm okay.
But they're manly tears.
I wish someone could play I Can't Feel My Face right now. But I can't feel my face when I'm with you song.
I blow my nose. Oh my god.
You can blow your nose. We'll let you.
Definitely using a tissue every time because some of that capsaicin will be in your mucus. And if
Yes.
you use that tissue for your eyes, just I don't care if you cover the floor with tissues. You deserve that.
No, I'm all good.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
wipe
I'm all
your
good now.
snot with your tears, but don't wipe your tears with your snot.
Right.
No, I'm totally fine now.
I
It
see
burns,
that.
but like I'm back
Do
to
you want
normal.
to do another one?
Not right
Later.
this second.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, seriously. That
Anyone want
opens
to see me take another shot of the peach ghost pepper sauce?
I mean,
Hey,
I think you've been through enough, but
I
go
think
for
you
it.
Actually,
should.
a little just got on my finger.
Oops.
Oh,
Oh,
That was amazing. Thank you.
oh, that was a heat burp. Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet it
Oh.
tasted kind of gross.
No,
Better make
actually,
something light for dinner
Mark,
tonight.
Mark, the flavor on that pepper
Louder
was so
forever.
good. Oh my
yeah.
God. Like, yes, it was insanely hot. That is undeniable. But the flavor on it, so good.
Very
Is it
cool.
like a
That's
sweet pepper?
It definitely had some sweet and some tang to it.
nice.
Nothing like a
You
jalapeno.
might, you have to have a pretty respectable heat tolerance already built up to be able to detect any sort of
Yeah,
flavor
even being
underneath
able
that.
to get the
So
flavor
that's
was going to take a little bit of tolerance. Yeah.
yeah.
I did
Oh,
not
that
get
was
the flavor on the nibble. I didn't get the flavor until I actually cooked with it.
that was delicious.
It
My
looked
face
so
melted, but it was
delicious.
delicious. It was a full body response, but you know.
Wow.
Well, thank
Oh,
you
you got the we
for
got singing
sharing
and dancing out of you today.
that.
I know, literally. Like when I knew that I had to stand up and start moving around, I was like, no, I can't let them just think that I'm just off camera. I need them to see this. I'm sad that Pookie missed it, but he'll see it in the edit.
He's
Oh,
gonna
he's
have
gonna
fun
play and
watching
edit
this one
and
back.
exactly. All right, so back to epilepsy.
I do have to get
Um,
going. This was totally worth it. I mean, I'm gonna come back later, you guys, even though I'm skipping the bar tonight because I've got to work, but I will come see you guys instead of the bar.
oh, okay.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Bye.
Bye
Nice seeing
bye.
you guys. See you
See ya.
later.
We'll be here.
When I get a
Okay, now.
break in the storm that's been happening off and on all day, I do need to run to the store. So I'll do a brief hop off when I get a break, but I just want to let you guys know if I disappear out of
Mhm.
nowhere.
Yeah, stay
Sounds
safe
good.
out there.
Oh, I can feel my tongue again.
There you go. It'll come back one at a time. All right, so had a seizure due to medical errors. Now I can't drive. Hey guys, help. I'm in very rural UK governed by the evil DVLA. I was given a wrong combination of meds by my doctor for pain relief due to a spinal break, and this caused me to have a seizure. I'm waiting a neurology appointment. However, I have never had any seizures before this and don't have an epilepsy diagnosis. It was a tonic-clonic seizure lasting over 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so not a small one. However, since I had the seizure, I can't drive for 6 months now, even though this wasn't my fault, and even though the docs prescribed me the medication that caused it. It feels incredibly unfair that I'm being punished for a medical error. My daily commute has increased from 30 minutes one way to 2 hours. Is there a way I can appeal this? Will they take this into consideration, or am I just screwed? I mean, personally, I kind of hope they don't repeal that decision because a seizure's a seizure. It does open those neural pathways for more, especially if you're still undergoing treatment for the spinal break, because that's not a quick heal. So, yeah, this is going to have to be be grateful you can even still make that commute.
It
Tough
does say
trip,
that
but
you can actually appeal it, but yeah, you would need a lot in order to be able to do so. A doctor would need to pass you off, and you would have to get legal advice too. So I think in
Yeah,
that
I don't know
circumstance,
how it's different over in the UK too. They said
well,
that's
yeah, it says the DVLA is the Drivers and Licensing Division, basically in the UK. Um,
So it's
So for
pretty
England and
similar to over here
Wales,
then.
sort of, because there's also like there's breaks between the communities. So like there's England and Wales, you have
Yeah.
to contact the local magistrate, and then for Scotland,
There's
it's your local
literally
sheriff's
four.
court.
There's 4 countries in that country.
Yeah, there's a lot. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you'd have to still have a certain time frame in between seizures. So I think that it's probably just like Kate said, a seizure is a seizure. So um, it's probably safer if you don't, fight against it. Just kind of take the time to rest and recover and try to find different ways because they do have transportation over there. I'm not sure how good it is though.
What do
Six
you think?
months isn't really that long either, to be honest. I mean, when you're young and you're first starting out with a diagnosis like this, it seems like, 6 months is forever. How will I get by? But um, at the end of it, when let's just say when OP makes it to the end of those 6 months seizure free, um, it really won't seem like that much time in retrospect, looking back on it. Um, and a little bit of time for the sake of safety. Um, I think that's a fair trade. Um, even though that's not the answer that OP would want to hear. Um, yeah, I'm kind of with Kate. I think it's probably something that shouldn't be fought. Um, just take the time. Um, so I don't know what else.
Melancholy, did you hear enough of that one?
I would say I understand where they're coming from and why they're feeling so upset about it. Because I was that way when I first was not able to drive. But the longer I've not been able to drive and the more seizures I've had and the more I've learned, I think I would say just take it from the people who have more experience in this situation, and 6 months isn't that long and it'll be over before you know it. Just move on.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Toaster, did you catch that question? And welcome. Okay, so on this one, we were talking about somebody over in the UK who was given the combination of wrong medications for a spinal break that caused a seizure. As a result, got their license suspended for 6 months, even though it wasn't their fault. And now their commute has increased and they're just really frustrated. And Post is asking, is there any way I can appeal this? And, should I? But the first response here is definitely something OP is not going to want to hear. It says it's obviously somebody from over there. It says a seizure is an instant medical ban, regardless of cause, unfortunately, and that includes provoked ones, even if it's just a one-time thing. If it was a full tonic-clonic, then your doctor isn't going to be in a position to say that you're okay or not. And I thought, or no, I guess you'd never know. The DVSA are under no obligation to listen to them either. Hopefully for you, if it was just a one and done 6 months in your back, I'm on 3 years of medical suspension while juggling meds, and I actually did have a neurologist say it was fine to drive. And their last little edit is for epilepsy, it's a 12-month ban each time. So if they actually go through with getting an epilepsy diagnosis after this, they definitely have some like strict criteria over there, it sounds like. According to this comment anyway. Go ahead, Toaster, what do you think?
I have some strong opinions about driving with uncontrolled seizures. it's not just your life on the line, it's just not your property on the line, it's other people too. And it's it's selfish. I think the to I mean, you were honestly, when I was told I couldn't drive, I was angry too because I was the only one getting to places. But now that I'm in a very good support system, if I need to go someplace, we either go that day or the day or the next day. I get to where I need to go. Appointments are kept. So the loss of driving is not as harsh anymore. So it does depend on the situation, and I think you're right. You have the right to be angry. Just don't be selfish about it. Just stay away from the car. Well, the wheel. You can be in the car, just not behind the wheel. Can you hear
Yeah,
me
somebody
now?
else's.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can clearly hear you now. Thank you for that. And it sounds like another reason they're frustrated about this, they responded to one of those saying, I can't stress how rural I am. I'm at like dark at 2 o'clock in the winter level north. And I guess that starts for them next month. Yeah, that's pretty far north.
They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different national and regional um transportation services for people with epilepsy. And it can be free or discounted, so that may be something to look into.
And that's in the UK?
Yes, they have it for London, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, England, and yeah, so it's kind of all over, northern, southern, all over.
Okay. So if we could travel international, that might be some place to visit for the summer. All right, next one is things you miss. I hate how much I miss doing things, either because I can't do them anymore, because people are afraid of me, or because I let the anxiety get to me that something might trigger my epilepsy in that situation. Today, I bowed out of going to a concert that I've been looking forward to for months because after years of listening to my ex-wife tell me that it will trigger my focal seizures despite it never happening before, I have given up on them because I don't want to ruin my friend's night. But I'm at the point now where I will stop being invited to things because of the rate that I'm bowing out or passing on of doing things or going out. Okay, pity party done. Thanks for listening. I don't think that's an unreasonable rant. I mean, it's frustrating, but probably more for this one because he wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for the ex-wife, it sounds like. So after that point, I can see when you get out of a restrictive relationship, kind of wish you hadn't made some of those calls back then, but hey, make up for it now. If you're well managed, plenty of festivals. Who you guys?
Things can change.
Mark, has that ever happened for you? Where once you got more managed, you ended up getting back into that scene?
No, not really. I've only been um diagnosed and medicated for epilepsy specifically since December 2020, 23, 24, not, but it's been about 2 years, I guess, a little less than 2 years. So, um, I haven't gotten to a point where I've ever been more controlled. Um, like especially given, perfect example, I had a seizure yesterday before going into that sleep study, and you know, yeah, so I'm not well controlled, but I would not hesitate to go to a show if it was something that yeah, some band that I really like. Um, I don't know if some people might consider it different going to like a metal show or like a nerdy prog rock band compared to like an EDM festival. Those kind of have pretty dissimilar sort of environments. I can see how some people, if you're going to like a rave, would say that's not safe for an epileptic person. But I don't know. There's not really that many flashing lights and strobes and stuff in the sort of music scene that I've been in. And yeah, the bigger part would be going alone. I don't know that many people around me anymore, but um I don't remember why I started rambling about this.
No,
Um
that's answering the question perfectly. It's similar to what one of the responses here is saying. It's about your support team. I'm lucky my family is tight, helped me when I got diagnosed in epilepsy with epilepsy, and family's always been there last when I'm coming out of a seizure. My wife or someone made sure, 3 minutes use a nasal spray and watch out for any symptoms. But yeah, I think it's more important not to miss out, but at least go with someone who can watch out, like you said. What do you think, Sia?
I feel kind of the same way. I think it is based on your support system because I've told my husband multiple times there's a lot of shows that I'd really like to go to that are happening within like the next year. And I'm not, super well controlled. I'm maybe 2 weeks without a seizure, and that's like the longest period of time in a year and a half. But I think that it's important also too for us to still live our lives and enjoy the things that we enjoy. And if we enjoy music and you have somebody that can go with you, that you trust, then having that person come with you and still going and just, keeping an eye on you while you're there. I think that that's, a safer situation than going by yourself and not really knowing your triggers. Um, but again, with triggers, I mean, that's kind of stuff that you can test out at home. Um, if you have a rescue medication, that's kind of what I've done is I'll test things out that I'm not really too sure about, and then I have rescue medications just in case. So I've learned a lot about triggers that way.
Yeah, that's a good call. Definitely know what you're walking into. And how about melancholy? Were you a concert goer? And are you still?
I used to be years ago, but that was before I had seizures. And since I've been having seizures, I can't go for other reasons. I got other issues that keep me from going.
Glad to hear that you do still have your active hobbies though. We all like our knitting and puzzles. So another one here. Oh, Mark, actually, I meant to ask you, how well did how well did your appointment go? Did you go off the meds trying to have the seizure and that's what happened?
no, it was just a sleep apnea study thing. Uh not
Okay, so no
yeah, they weren't
seizures intended.
yeah, they weren't trying to provoke anything or record anything. They're just checking. um I don't know, it's interesting this whole chain of physicians, the neurologist given my uh cardiac history. When I started having palpitations with the Vimpat, she sent me to a a cardiologist, and when the cardiologist saw the EKG that I had back when I was 12, he um, sent me to a pulmonologist because he was concerned about sleep issues and stuff and breathing. And um, everybody wants to be extremely careful. And then, or when, yeah, when they see that EKG that I have, it looks like a seismograph from like San Andreas fault line or something. Um, uh, 300 beats per minute. Uh, Scares a lot of doctors. Um, so that got me sent to a pulmonologist, and the pulmonologist just sent me to the sleep uh, sleep study last night. So I don't know what anybody's looking for anymore. It feels like they're just starting trying to, I don't know, just
They're looking for
ref
anything.
yeah, referring, maybe just referring because they feel like they're expected to do something out of an appointment. Um, I don't know. It was only this morning that I realized that, or recognized that I had the seizure yesterday, though, because I was sitting and just after showering and everything, and resting heart rate was 66 beats per minute, and then in an instant it shot up to 180 something beats per minute just momentarily, and then came back down. And I was just so in my post-ictal state, I was so tired that I just wanted to go to bed. I didn't recognize that it was a post-ictal state. I thought that maybe it was just the fact that I had no caffeine, that I was so tired or something. Um, but that level of fatigue that quickly, instantaneously, um, and my complete inability to fill out the form, answer all of these questions, on a scale of 1 to 5, how hard is it to, um, or how likely are you to fall asleep while watching TV or something? It just, that question, when posed to me, just made me angry, and I didn't understand it, and I just wanted to be left alone. Um, so, um,
Are you
So were
more
you able to
likely to
reflect
fall
on that?
asleep?
uh,
Are you more likely to fall asleep in front of a TV? Because I know my dad is.
no, yeah, my father is. I don't, not unless I've, taken a lot of RSO and, just about to intentionally go and try to fall asleep. But
Is it time for Brandon to eat his pepper?
is Brendan still here? He ate it all right. He ate some. He
I
might eat some
did.
more
I
for you.
missed it.
Ugh.
But it is recorded, and you
Oh,
will definitely be
okay.
watching it back, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, Toasty. You'll totally be rolling, I promise.
I got a
But now
preview.
that we've got you, let me ask you, if you weren't here, where would you be? That was our icebreaker.
Oh, if I were not here, where would I be? Dead. Sorry. If I was not here, I'd be dead. But I made it to here. So yeah.
Now you're gonna turn that into a story somehow.
Oh, my
Alice is gonna end
story
up with,
is
oh yeah, oh yeah. Alice is gonna end
oh
up working that into a setting somehow.
I can't even read through them. Okay. Something happens with my vision, and I keep going back, and it happens again and again and again. I love them, but I can't finish reading them fast enough. This is awesome. I love you.
it's I love you too. It's you made it into fucking college. It's so freaking awesome.
Well, I was a kid. Um,
You're going to
undiagnosed. Yeah,
uh,
undiagnosed, but didn't even, yeah, but yeah,
yeah, while you're still undiagnosed, but still,
it's a fun story.
it is.
So,
You didn't
Hey, maybe that's another
get
idea on
truly
top of
diagnosed
those.
until you were a mom, right?
yeah, and two of my kids were already gone out of the house. My daughters were gone off to college and then off to their own lives, pretty much. And my son was still home. And I keep reminding him that he experienced that trauma. And he's like, no, mom, no. Yeah, no, you did. He'll recognize it. But
That's because kids bounce
yeah.
back.
No,
And speaking of kids, excuse me.
I think he's holding on to something. I think that might be something, but it's for him to explore. But yeah, that was traumatic, for him to watch me go through so much of the same things. It's like seizure after seizure, ER after ER. Oh, psychiatrist after psychiatrist. No, I need a neurologist. It's like it took me a while to get to that, but yeah, we all, a lot of us went through it. I read, I think it was either on, it was on one of the other subreddits that somebody just went through 5 years of that. And it's like, I thought I was going to die. I really didn't think I was going to get the help I needed in time. And wow, that's a recognizable feeling. So yeah,
Now, sorry about the barking.
oh, it's okay.
Are
We,
you still here? You're kicking ass.
yeah, and I just finished the all the pre-surgical stuff for Wednesday, and I am numbing my mind because I have to do this. This is not elective surgery anymore. um, and that was part of the interview. And I'm like, so she said, yeah, you have to have this done. We will get you through it. But it's all set. Everything is done, and it'll all happen as it should. But yeah, I'm scared. I'm trying not to be scared. So I'm gonna go numb for a minute.
Well, thank you, as always, for sharing. And welcome also to Jason.
Hey,
The question here today is, if you weren't here, where would you be?
um, dead.
You're in the grave club with me.
Yeah. Yeah, just like the reason why I say that honestly because like I mean like if I didn't have seizures, I mean I would be a lot better, but at the same time like I low key wasted my 20s by partying and drinking alcohol. I mean like partying, drinking alcohol, doing cocaine and doing cocaine and then smoking weed. I mean, like I still smoke weed to this day because because of my medicine, and also, and like I mean like Like and also like I've been tasting a lot. Like I've been tasting a lot. So just like I mean, but but now but now I have grown up and got to understand my 20s. Like I believe that like it would be a time to an end.
The human brain doesn't stop developing until the 20s.
Uh, yeah.
So
Um,
your brain finally caught up with all these ideas.
yeah, just like it caught up. Yeah, like it caught up like around like I believe like I would say like at least like yesterday when I was going for a walk and then like I was smoking a blunt and I was smoking a backwood and I was smoking a blunt and a backwood and I was like watching the like the sunset like at the lake, like at the park. I was watching sunset at the park and like I told myself this question like like what would I what would I would do in my 30s? So so just like I said pretty much I said pretty much like so I'm pretty much like down. I was pretty much I was say I was like down to make music again, but like not really though.
Yeah, that's another topic that we cover pretty frequently is, looking back and things that not necessarily you wish you did differently, but maybe would have put more energy in at this point, knowing what you're coming up against. And it just on the post that we just read, a lot of people have different perspectives. It's called Things That You Miss. It's somebody who's going on about how they wish they would have gone out more, but after they were first diagnosed, an ex was saying you shouldn't be doing this because it'll trigger a seizure, and they didn't really know their triggers at the time. But all out of all the comments, the number one is driving. People are just saying when they had transportation, when they could have driven and it was safe, they just wish they went more places. But it's not even about going places, it's about actually like making use of that independence.
It's about being able to get to that grocery store.
Yeah, and that thing about the brain being developed now in your 20s, even that's debatable. That it just
Oh
sounds
my
like they're coming
goodness.
out with new studies about that. It's more of a case by case.
I just got a memory spark. So about self-driving cars, and he had it all. Have three, and you could set them. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, that's perfect. All I need is three locations. Grocery store, Taekwondo is right next door to the grocery store. Perfect. Pharmacy, awesome. Doctor's, and the doctor's office is the same place as, or no, school. School was the third location, of course. You get the home location, which is your base. Yes, he loves the word base. But it's like this, because some people only need those few locations. The world would be changed.
Your mic keeps breaking up.
Mhm.
I couldn't hear you, Annie. My thing keeps going in and out.
Yeah, we were just saying that it does sound like it's cutting in and out. We can hear most of what you're saying, but it is definitely a little broken up. Yeah. So the next one here is all the places. They start this one saying life's got a sick sense of humor sometimes. My most recent seizure was in the bathroom. Came to on the floor, underwear around my knees like a sad surrender flag, wiping bodily fluids off my face. My spouse is sitting there crying. There's something uniquely humbling about it, but screw it. If I can't laugh at the misfortunes, I'll just keep talking or taking shit anyway. So here's to flipping off misfortune and owning the chaos. Anyone else got a bathroom floor comeback?
Yeah, I fell face first on the floor I was in the middle of trying to put my kids down for bed. My husband was already laying down in bed, half asleep, and I felt it coming, but I was like, I got like 1 more minute left. I can do this. And as I'm walking out of the door to go tuck my son in, boom, right onto the floor. And it woke everybody up. And I busted my face pretty bad.
And one where I fell face first into the corner of the bathroom sink. Um, and I only really knew that because I had a black eye and my glasses got shattered in that corner right up against my eye. So thank God I closed my eyes and I didn't get any glass in my eye. But yeah, my glasses broke, and I had a pretty bad black eye, which was fun to explain. And like, I don't know, I just woke up on my bathroom floor. Pretty sure I fell into the sink. I don't know.
My
Uh,
very first seizure, I was told that I tried to fall through the glass shower doors, but I don't remember it.
I remember. I remember my last seizure when I was in the hospital, and then like I remember 5 days after that, like I got like one of the most biggest scars. I had one of the most I had a huge scar on my face. Like I had a huge scar on my face, and it was just it was so bad. I mean, like I have a picture of it. I mean, I have a picture of it, and like the scar was like from all the way here and stuff like that. And on top of that, like I had like my right toe was completely like numb and stuff like that. But I do have a picture if I can see.
And that happened from the faceplant on the sink, you said?
No, no, well, I mean, like it happened, it happened like after the accident that I had, and it was like around and like it was like 3 days after. I
Oh,
love your
so it
kid
was still
frame, by
there
the
like
way.
3 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah, sink gets a lot of us. That's what left mine that never healed all the way either. This one of the comments on this post though is pretty funny. And Toaster actually said that the one that she had in the bathroom was at Duke. So that's the best place that you could have one with like medical staff around and waiting.
Mm.
This one here is saying one that I can laugh at. Focal aware for years. My first focal unaware was a wake up call. Out running in the countryside, miles from home on a disused railway line turned into bridle path. Then bang, I was running on the path with no clothes on. Ow. Didn't even know where clothes were or which way to run. Went one way, then figured it out, ran the other way, but realized I couldn't get home without going through town. Got to the end of the path, but it was busy, so I hid in the bushes and I realized I was opposite a children's playground. Ran into the sports center, barged into the front. I've had a seizure, lost my clothes, please help. They were great, bundled me into the side room, and after a few minutes, a hand came through the door with a carrier bag of spare clothes. Friend picked me up and helped me break into my house. The keys were somewhere in the countryside. 2 days later, I went back to find clothes and keys, found police about to send divers into a nearby lake. My clothes had been discovered neatly folded behind a hedge, and they thought I'd gone for a one-way swim. That's the funny bit. The unfunny bit is I've had to live my life knowing I can never trust myself again. I don't see how that could have gone any worse. Well, at least they're safe though.
While it they came about, or they came across the police about to send divers, it's like, well, perfect timing to sort of be like, hey, no, those are my clothes. I'm alive. I promise. Sorry about the confusion.
Yeah, I did kind of get suspicious as I was reading through this one as to how genuine this one might be. But, some people do come up with convenient stories.
Oh, I wasn't even suspicious about it.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
starting to
Kate.
get
Kate,
suspicious
you're
because of that
yeah,
convenience.
Kate. You're the one coming across suspicious.
All right, so we've got another one here. This one is more of a celebration, saying I'm not epileptic. Hi everyone, my EEG came back and said not epileptic. I see this as a win. Thank you for all your support. As I'm not epileptic, I'll be leaving this sub and thank you so much. And thank you all for confirming I'm not crazy, that this isn't normal. I will update all of you when I can. And then another edit saying I'm scared now because they're asking me to go to the hospital to be monitored for another EEG. So does this not come across as kind of when we all wanted to celebrate after that first clean EEG, just thinking you'll never have a seizure again? And surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I feel like this comes up quite a bit where people are like, "I'm seizure free." It's like, well, you say that until another one happens, and then you're no longer seizure free. So you can't really say seizure free. And I don't know, like even if you're not epileptic, if you had enough seizures to warrant getting an EEG, I feel like you're not necessarily out of the woods, so to speak.
Yeah, especially since they got a call the next day saying that their doctor apparently wants an inpatient one.
Oh
And now
yeah,
they're
that too.
setting an appointment. Yeah.
Totally forgot that. Yeah.
Aren't most EEGs clean anyway?
Oh yeah. I had to go through 3, I think, before I did all the right things about getting off the meds at the right time, not drinking for long enough, and just lining up all the triggers. Had to have it at like the right time of the month and all that to get enough seizures for them to have the evidence needed for pre-surgical stuff. Is that kind of what direction they're headed in with you think, Melon?
We have absolutely no idea what's going on with me. Nothing. Not a clue. No clue about triggers or anything.
Okay, so I mean, one step at a time, do you feel like you at least have an epileptologist or like a decent neurologist that's answering your question?
Oh yeah. It's just I'm tend to be a medical mystery. It's just how things go.
Well, another thing hopefully we can help you out with, just giving you ideas of what to bring up every time you have an appointment. Are they still asking you to come back less than every 6 months, I hope?
Yeah, I think I go back next month. Like every couple months right now.
Do you like taking notes, especially around seizure times of like what you were
Oh, I
doing
have a
that day and
tracker.
what you can
I
remember?
I bring them data. I could give them like 4 years of how many auras I've had
Oh, so you've been having these for a couple years now.
since 2019, mid 2019.
Oh, okay. And it's still just that, try this and see if it works strategy.
Pretty much because it's going really good and then it's not.
Did you see that label yet of medically resistant or intractable?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, well,
A
if
couple
somebody already
med
brought up the surgery idea,
a
that could be.
couple medications ago.
Yeah, that does come up as inconvenient at first, but it could be a step in the right direction.
Um, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. So most of the other comments are pretty much repeating the same thing, that a lot of people got told they were not epileptic, no more EEGs needed. Next time they had a seizure, the doctors tried to say PNES or migraines or anxiety attacks. And sometimes if you don't have the right team, it sounds like they like that first clean EEG and just want to hold on to it. But more self-advocacy. Now this one is somebody saying photosensitive. Did you always react to lights or did it develop over time? And it looks like it's some of these. I remember what it was like seeing strobe lights at concerts, flashing Christmas lights, and going through my hometown Halloween maze. I loved it. Now I have photosensitive epilepsy and it hurts. I've been seizure free for 4 years, but flashing lights will still cause me physical pain and give me migraines. I miss a lot of the events I used to enjoy. So, never heard of that. Do you guys develop triggers over time?
I've noticed that like stuff scrolling on a TV really fast or on my phone really fast, or a lot of times when I'm in a car with someone else driving, if I'm looking out the windows, I'll get auras. But my auras don't typically lead to to seizures, like bigger seizures.
I get those exact same uh, feelings from the exact same situations that you just said. Yeah. Um, did they develop sort of over time, or was it like? Well,
I've
actually,
just kind I've just kind of noticed it.
yeah. I sort of second guessed my question as I was asking it. Where, yeah, Kate, I feel like all of our like things come about over time. Um, because like the more stress our brain is going through.
I lost your audio. I
There
can't
we are.
hear
I'm
you.
back. I'm back.
Okay.
So like the more seizures we have, the more stress our brain is going through, the more damage it's taking. So it would make sense that over time, smaller things that maybe didn't affect us beforehand start to affect us more. Um, when it comes to the photosensitive part, I have said it before, I will say it again. Everybody, no matter if you have epilepsy or not, is slightly photosensitive. You know what I mean? Like super bright store lights or whatever it is, like um it, even people who don't have epilepsy can walk into a store and go, "Oh, I hate these lights. These are horrible." Because it's just a thing. Everybody feels it. It's just a matter of like, does it cause you a seizure or not? But I think most of us notice the lights more uh, since getting epilepsy. I don't know if like that's the
Absolutely.
case. Yeah, like the lights don't set me off. I just notice them more, and they don't. My eyes just aren't a fan of them. I started wearing
I
sunglasses everywhere, even like when I was inside, just because I wanted to dim all the lights.
I live in a cave. Yeah, my whole house is very dark practically.
Yeah.
Yeah, we chose to keep all the hurricane shutters on this year.
I actually have a interesting story about some of my stuff too, is that I am labeled as slightly photosensitive now, but years ago before my surgery that caused the transition into the TCs, I had a friend who I worked with. She had epilepsy and she was like very well controlled, but she had photosensitivity like severely. So even though she was very well controlled on her medications, she still couldn't um like what's the word that I'm thinking of? She couldn't be subjected to flashing lights. Even if it meant like just the light behind the trees. And I remember talking to her about it. And I was like, oh, like that's crazy. How does it work? And I was like trying to talk to her about it. And we did talk about it. She explained it to me. And back then, I was not affected by flashing lights. But after my surgery, it did become a problem. And ever since then, it has been a problem. So I don't know what that means, um, but the transition into the TCs after the surgery, I can only assume the surgery did more damage than what we thought, especially with me having a seizure on the table. So, um, Yeah, I think it can develop over time.
Our brains are always changing, unfortunately or fortunately.
Yeah, it'll mix of both.
Please take your medication as prescribed or whatever works for you. We're not doctors.